Hey geeks, welcome to week 6 of this season that has started off as a lost season, but we may be able to begin to salvage it here. So, as a quick reminder, we're playing as Bentley Truman, best team in the conference. We're not playing like the best team in the conference. We're currently 2-3, and we're taking on the 3-2 Xavien Elm Trees. So, with a good enough game here, we have a chance to leapfrog into 4th place and then maybe start to compete with the upper echelon of the conference during the second half of the season, which is right around the corner. Seasons are 14 games long. So let's take a quick look at Xavien. I just want to get a few scouting insights. In terms of their players, it looks like they're really running the offense through their I think both Love and Swenson are seniors. They are. So even though they're a very young team with a lot of sophomores and freshmen, they're running the team through Swenson and Love, who are both seniors, senior captains on the team. Looks like Eli Minutes, who's more of a defensive player for them, is playing a lot. And how about their freshmen? Mario, Mario's playing a lot, so their big man is developed. He doesn't look like he's playing that well. 1 of 9 from the field. Alden Dysert is more of a defensive swing man for them as a freshman. And he's getting a few minutes. And then Lucky Forte is their point guard. Even if he has a good camp, he'll have a hard time probably pushing his way into the lineup because between Love and Jeffries, they both kind of lock down the guard spots. Even though it looks like Jeffries isn't playing that much either. So let's take a look at their attributes. Let's start with Swenson, who's their leading scorer. So he's an inside-outside guy, inside first, good agility and scoring, so he's going to be good on the drive. They're probably best playing him at the 3. Plays good inside-outside defense as well, too. Love's usually a good shooter. It looks like his shooting has been not as strong as they would like it. His defense, though, is off the charts. Poor agility, though. So he'll be good technically from a defensive standpoint, but we might be able to drive on him. Okay. Antoine's usually, he's a good rebounder. He's got a little bit of inside scoring ability, a little bit of inside defense going. We already looked at Darnell. Brian, another good outside defender. So they've got a nice defensive team here. It looks like their offense might be a little struggling. And look at Eli, inside-outside defender, 6'2", 200 pounds. So I think scoring points on these guys may be a bit of a challenge. Let's take a look at some of their other guys. Marlon McDonough is a senior. He's just kind of he's a steady, strong contributor for them. He's not gonna wow them in any way, but he's a decent player. And then Alden has actually developed a bit more, defensively. So overall, this team is strong defensively. And let's look up here. They've got a B- overall team score. Keep in mind these team grades up here, they take into account the individual player traits, but they also take into account some underlying team measures that are impacted by practice, game performance, that kind of thing as well too. So this is going to give you insight into both your players and your team as an aggregate, these grades up here. And their school doesn't have much prestige. They are going to try to build it up with a win over us. Okay, let's go to training. I am probably not going to mix it up much. I'm going to go with the 5 and 5. The one thing I might consider, do I want to give Delmont some first team reps and see if I can start to develop him into a really strong 6-man? I'm going to do it, just kind of see what happens, which means Clint can get some second team reps. From a training standpoint, let's go inside offense, give that a little bit extra this time. I'm not quite as worried about these guys offensively. Perhaps I should be, but I'm going to pull back on defense a little bit. I do, honestly, I want to dial up my athletic training with them as well. I kind of feel like that our athleticism, I'd like to dial that up a little bit. So we're going to dial up inside offense and athleticism. We're pulling back a little bit on inside defense and free throws. Okay, let's see how this works out for us. Let's run training. Okay, team chemistry stayed at an 11, so we didn't regress too much there. We got our defense at an A-, offense up to a B. I think it was a B- before. Let's take a look at practice notes going into week 6. An average week of practice. No clear-cut practice player of the week. From a chemistry standpoint, we do seem frustrated with each other. Not great. Concerning regression in inside defense, as you would expect. And then CJ, Trent, Vaughn, Omar, Delmont, even on the first team, had poor weeks of practice. Okay, we're not showing good focus during technical drills. That's a sign of a team who is not playing with a lot of chemistry. Maybe I should have done a bit more team building this week, but frankly, I just want to go out and win this game. I think that's going to be the best thing I can do for team chemistry. We did improve our ability to execute the half-court offense and identify the best scorers. Good. We improved our ability to read the opposing defense and make offensive adjustments. Good. We improved our rebounding, and our level of emotion is elevated for this week's game. Okay, maybe I think especially with Bentley Truman, when you are losing a few games to start the season, they're either going to respond, by starting to give up, or they're going to step up. And it looks like this is a week where the guys want to step up. And then, okay, awesome scrimmages. So we did develop some extra chemistry there. So that might have salvaged some of the poor overall team chemistry with our scrimmages. So that's good. All right, let's jump into this game. Really looking for a win and a crisp performance from my guys this game. So let's see what we want to go with. So we're going to go with our regular starting 5. We'll put Trent at the 2. Yeah, got it. My bad. Put Ronnie at the 3. I do want to just look at how the players evolved a bit here. Okay, so look at that. Athletic drills worked with Xenon. He dialed up his agility, strength, and endurance, as well as his shooting. That's great. And his ball handling. Cool. How about Trent? How's he doing? Not much. He didn't show up for a senior season. I think he's looking ahead to college. Okay, Ronnie improved his IQ, his scoring, his outside defense, strength, and endurance. That's great. He's turning into an elite player for us, which, he is an elite player, but he actually may be our best outside scoring option when you consider outside scoring and shooting. Trent is the pure scorer on the outside, but Ronnie just seems to be playing with a little bit more edge. Not a great week for CJ, and let's look at Kermit. Kermit did good. Look at that. He improved his strength, his scoring, his rebounding, all the things you want to see your big man improving. His inside defense regressed a bit, but we didn't practice that as much as a team. How did Delmont do with his first team reps? He did awful. Frustrating. The kid's got to step up when he gets a chance like that. Oh, I forgot to set my strategy bars. Dang. Okay. Well, I guess we're middle of the road on everything right now. Okay, Xavien wins the tip. We're at Xavien. Let's see what happens here. I want to make sure I have the, I got the scroll pace at medium. Okay, we're boxing one of them. Yeah, I don't like running a box in one. Even though I guess that worked out for us. We were doubling Swenson, who took the 3-pointer. But you see what we do, when you run the box in one, you're going to give up more offensive boards. I'm going to run this offense one time. If this running everything down the middle proves to be a liability, I'm calling an early timeout. Okay, yeah, we busted the trap. They were trying to trap us, I believe, and Xenon busted it. Okay, great. Kermit blocked him. Loose ball grab by Kermit. Let's just push it. I like coming off a block, seeing if we can get something here. And then Kermit with a foul. Okay, I'm calling timeout. I want to get. I'm frustrated with myself, and I got to get Kermit out of the game now too. Anyway, he has 2 fouls, less than a minute into it. That is not great. But I'm frustrated with myself for not setting my coaching strategies before the game started. Let's see if we can stop them. Nope, Eli, who's their one of their better defensive players, he scores on us, which is not great. All right, let's slide CJ down to the center. Let's bring in Omar to play the 4. And with this group, I'm gonna go attack heavy with Ronnie. Trent is decent attacking too with his scoring and agility, and frankly, with his agility, Xenon is not bad. So let's dial up the attacking, and then we'll keep those 2 there. I'm gonna do normal. I'm gonna push the pace on these guys, and then even though maybe I shouldn't because I don't want to fatigue my players. Now they've already got one starter in foul trouble. But that's okay. That's okay. If I need to run this game with a smaller lineup, I will. Yeah, I'll do a little boxing one since it worked well, and then I'm going to mostly man these guys up. They don't scare me as much offensively, and I'm actually going to pressure them. I'm going to make them work for it in their overall in this game. Work for every point that they get. I don't want to be passive against these guys, especially when I got a team with an elevated level of emotion. If I can start generating some big plays with traps and fast breaks. Okay. Omar was shooting his free throws well last game. Let's see how he does. Yep, made it. And tied it up. Okay. All right. Let's see what these guys do defensively. Okay, full court press. Let's see if they can handle it. Foul on Ronnie. This is not great. If I get one more foul, I'm going to pull back on the aggression. Okay, normal boxing one. We're doubling Swenson. Okay, they're going inside. Man. These guys are not supposed to be good offensively, but they're scoring on us. Okay, let's see what we got here. They're looking to trap us. Look at that. That's the second time Xenon's been able to bust their trap. So Xavien's good defensively, but Xenon's working it. You need to have a good point guard to bust traps like that. Hopefully we'll condition them out of trying to trap us so much. Yeah, Eli's not the best outside shooter, but man, got that rebound though. Okay, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna force a man defense. You rebound better when you're a man defense, and frankly, we have the defenders to guard them as well. Okay, let's see what we're going with here. Inside to Omar, and he scores. All right, let's see. Let's kind of go to Ronnie next time we get the ball. Let's get him. Let's call a play to get him an attacking offense. Dang, and that's 2 fouls on Ronnie. You know what? I'm just going to play this one. I've already used one timeout to get Kermit out of there. If Ronnie fouls out, he fouls out. Let's see if we can get him to score. And dang. And they stole the ball from him. And he wide open path to the basket. So we're down by 4. Okay, let's generate a bucket here, guys. Okay, they're playing a passive zone. A zone they're going to be able to get better help defense on the drive, which isn't great. But still, Ronnie's a good enough athlete. Yeah, I figured he'd be able to convert this one. If they're going to start zoning us up, let's see if Trent can make him pay with an outside shot. Okay, I've got Xenon and Trent at an 80, energy-wise. You know, I'm going to call a timeout again, get my guys some rest, get Ronnie out of there. I'm bringing Kermit in, though. I don't want to pull out all of my stars. So, Kermit, play responsibly, buddy. We're going to give CJ a little rest. We're going to sit Ronnie. Okay, so Xenon did jump back up to an 83. I'm going to keep him in there. I think I'm going to let Trent rest a little. And let's bring Delmont in to play the 3. He could be a bit of a liability defense. Yeah, his inside defense and his strength is pretty weak. So what I'm going to do is I am going to dial up the zone defense. Because what you're going to do then is on the low post, you're going to have your big guys guarding down there. So this is going to be a little bit of a weird lineup that I'm running here. But I think we can make it work. And with Kermit in there, I'm going to dial up the inside offense. And I got both Xenon and Vaughn in there, who I like. Those guys are both really good decision makers, really good ball handlers. So I'm going to push a fast pace with them, because the faster the pace, the better decision makers, the better ball handlers you want in there, the better passers, etc. And they play good outside defense too, so let's keep all of this, the aggression dialed up. Okay, let's see what happens here. Okay, we got the ball. We're going inside. Yeah, they're doing a little passive zone. We're going inside to Delmont. He's fouled. Yeah, it was freshman on freshman. Mario fouling Delmont there. Okay. He misses it. Okay, big defensive stop here. We can't let them build anything more than a 1-score lead on us in the final 3 minutes of the game. Yikes. Answer it, Xenon. Answer it. Did I get this play called in time? They're trapping us. Look at that. Vaughn instantly busts the trap, hits Kermit cut into the basket. Okay, that's outstanding. Let them keep trapping us. Let them keep trying it. It's the 3rd time we've busted it this game. Okay, they're there, going to Swenson. Man. They showed up to play this game. I've only got 1 timeout left, so I got to roll with these guys. Down by 7 points. They're pressing us now. Okay, we worked through it. We didn't bust it for an easy basket, but that's okay. Okay, it's a zone defense. I like that for my shooters, but it is aggressive. So they're going to try harder to contest the shot. Okay, nice. Okay, now let's vary up this play calling a little bit and get a little inside outside going. Okay, great. Double dribble. Let's get it into our big man. Okay, great. And we're not in the bonus yet. That's only their third foul. But let's get into the big man. Okay, a zone. They're going to be able to compress in on him on a zone. And, oh, he's fouled. Great. I think Mario fouls out, and we should get a three-point play out of this. So the good thing with Mario fouling out is we can make some substitutions without calling a timeout. So there's 2 minutes left. We're down by 3. Let's see what we want to do here. I'm going to give Xenon a rest. I'm going to pull Delmont out. I don't need to get fancy with trying to protect guys in foul trouble. I got to win this game. Let's leave this as is right now. Oh, actually, you know what? What do I want to do with my strategy? Probably dial this back a little bit with Trent and Ronnie in there. I can give attacking and outside a little bit more chance to be called. And I want to continue to push the pace. I'm going to pull back the aggression a little bit. We aren't really causing a lot of timeouts, or sorry, a lot of turnovers. And then I'm going to dial man back up again. We got Delmont out of there, so I don't really have a huge defensive liability playing the game. Let's reset our offense back to the red X, and he misses it. I think I gotta get my team shooting free throws in practice. I say that every week, but that's why when I introduce the extra training points feature, I think that's going to be huge. I won't have to undermine free throws every week. All right, what do we got going? Call a good play here, Vaughn. Outside, who's going to take the shot? They're doubling Ronnie. Vaughn's going to shoot it. Yes. Okay, not the best shooter, but he hit it. I'll take it. Okay, moving screen. That's great. So it's an offensive foul, so we're not shooting free throws, but we're in the bonus now. That's great. Okay, another outside offense. Let's come right back at it. They box and one. Nice. So they were doubling Ronnie in the box and one, and Trent was open to hit the 3. That's huge. Okay, so they're going inside. They're going to do a bit of a conservative play call to try to get the lead back, and they get it. All right. My guys are running a good offense. I'm just going to let them run this thing. An attack offense, box and one again. They're doubling Ronnie. He's doubled, but he shoots it, and he hits it. Man, that's huge. Okay. Let's go, guys. Play a little defense here. I know I didn't train you much on inside defense this week. Whew. Oh, boy. All right. What are we going to do? They're pressing us. Oh, and they foul us. They tried to press us in the last 9 seconds, and they fouled us. Okay, Trent, he hits it. One more, buddy. No overtime for us. Nice. Okay, they're going to take a last-second shot. Let's see what we do defensively. Oh, we're pressing them? No. I should have pulled back into a passive defense. Oh, my goodness. Scott Swenson, with no time on the clock, missed the free throw, and we win this by 1 point. That is huge. Oh, I made a couple poor coaching decisions, but I avoided the landmine. So we go into Xavien, get a big win. Swenson, despite missing the free throw with the game on the line, gets the player of the game. Interesting. And we got some geek points. Okay, great. Let's take a quick look. First thing I want to look at I guess this is where you go. Okay, our chemistry jumped up to a 12. I was going to say the first thing I want to look at is our box score, but you have to go here to see the weekly scores anyway. So let's see how everybody else did. So we go to week 6. Okay, we won by 1. Look at that. Little York with a convincing win over Lancaster. Ocean City with a convincing win over Morristown. And South Lancaster. Wow. That's a battle of 2 4-1 teams, and they beat Four Corners. So if you click on here, on the game here in the weekly scores, you can see the box score. And so I'm kind of curious how my guys did. So Ronnie had 8 points. He was 4 of 4. Trent didn't miss a shot. He had 5 points. I had good balanced team scoring here. My free throws, 0 of 1, 2 of 3, 4 of 5, 5 of 7. So yeah, not bad. 5 of 7. I think I just get really frustrated when my guys miss free throws. But look at that good balanced scoring across the board, which is good to see. Okay, Let's just take a quick jump back. We'll look at standings, and then we'll call it a video. Oop. Get that out of there. So let's look. Okay, so we're up to 4th place. We're within 1 game of 2nd place. South Lancaster at 5-1, and then Four Corners and Lancaster. Cool. All right. Well, hopefully we're turning it around. Our next game, which is going to be our last game during the first half of the season, Game 7, we're taking on Lancaster at home. So that's going to be a huge opportunity for us. Okay. Thanks, everybody. Hope you enjoyed the video, and we'll be back tomorrow with another one.